Okay, now here we have the exact same data as in my previous video. However, it's not normalized by the power of the power supply, but just as how many raw neutrons at the various parameters that we have here. And I use a little bit different color map. Um, as we spin this around, we see that we got at our peak around 3,500 to 4,000 neutrons counts per minute, which corresponds very roughly to about 4 million neutrons per second output from the fuser. Otherwise, things look pretty similar. See this nice exponential looking curve of output versus voltage. But here we also see the output going up with current, but this is deceptive, and this is why I had the made the other Q plot, because if you think about it, over power, here at almost nearly zero current, we've still got pretty substantial neutron output. And so the Q down there, as we mentioned earlier in the other video, was actually quite high. But this is just showing raw neutron output for the same sets of conditions. And you can see that if you're stuck down here at 20 or so kilovolts, where are we exactly here? Yeah, 15 to 20 kilovolts. You're not making a whole bunch of neutrons, okay? You really have to start getting up here, around 40, which is where Richard Hall runs. And what am I showing there at 40? Get this turned around right. About 2 million neutrons a second, which is not far off from what he's running. I think I'm doing a little bit better than he is, but it's minor. In a world where we need to improve Q by factors of 10,000 to a million, doing twice as good is not all that meaningful. And I think the reason is because I took some action on a theory of his that said you ought to put some deuterium into the tank walls, which I did. Now, to really analyze the effect of that, what I have to do is make yet another plot that maps color onto, say, time within the run. And I think what we're going to see when I do that, which I will do soon, is that we get most of our Q early in the run when the walls haven't had a chance to heat up and ditch all their deuterium yet. But this is just another way of looking at the same data. Pretty similar. The only difference here is we're not normalizing the neutron counts to the power we put in. So yes, when you turn it up to 11, you get more neutrons, but as we showed in the previous plot, so what? We put in, 3 times as much power and get 1.5 times as many neutrons. Big whoop. It's diminishing returns very rapidly. So here we go. Enjoy.